On a night big as this, we would like to toast to good times, and that is VWF's 10th year anniversary. Hashtag VWF Heritage. We now see the first ever VWF Super Dome event, which is also the first pay-per-view to kick the year off for 2018. New Alliance Pro Wrestling presents Raiders of Wrestling 3. New Alliance is the symbol of New Era Pro Wrestling versus Man IA, the former federations that went as the futuristic yet noble World Wrestling Alliance, as Phase 1 is now complete. Now we start with Phase 2, which is being Virtual Wrestling Federation. And we can't wait to see what we have on tonight's card. So up first, we have J Nova, Saint Amor, Blaziken, Jason Storm, and Hiro Suzuki go one up with three other guys in a cross-circuit matchup. So both All Union Pro Wrestling and New Alliance Pro Wrestling will be featured in that match. And oh yeah, it will be for the Junior Sport Grand Prix Championship. That is the VWF Junior Heavyweight Championship of the world. As you can see a little bit, the Scorpion on Junior Sport Championship symbolizes Corey Sting in his time being the K-Weight the K-Weight World Champion. And that is the new K-Weight World Championship. It is now the Junior Sport Grand Prix Championship. But as we mentioned in one of our TV broadcasts last week, VWF's championships are all new, and they just hold the symbolization in the titles. But in our next match, we see 2-on-2 action, tag team contest that is sure to be a great one. Kisser Codwell and Cesar Mercurio, the former IWC combatants, take on Royalty and Mike Destructor, That is Royalty and Mad Mike, as you may know him already. They wrestled as a tag team, actually tag team champions, in Man IA versus New Tiger as a part of the last phase. The Royal Knights go by these two guys' rules, but is actually owned by Noah Williams at the current time, or the Williams dynasty. The creator of the Royal Knights was actually the one that created Royalty, and not the one that created the Williams dynasty. But now we see the Royal Knights in a completely different time as they make their way down to the ring tonight to go up against Kisser Cardwell and Cesar Mercurio. And after they both make their ways down to the ring, we will see action that you have never seen before in a way that you will so totally like. This one is congratulatory as we see a cross circuit match for the World Sport Grand Prix Championship. Danger Grimm from All Union Pro Wrestling takes on Leon Cobra. For the World Sport Grand Prix Championship. This is official. It's big. And we would like to thank you for coming to see it. But actually, but also be prepared to see some good e-wrestling right here. Because these guys are locked and loaded and they're ready to come out to the ring and put on some good computer simulation wrestling. Because let's face it, this is just VWF. But you don't have to worry about that tonight. Because we hooked you up with a good one there. when we see Danger Grim go up against Leon Cobra, it will be the biggest moment in Emporium history. But let's see if it can be the biggest moment in Superdome history as VWF looks to kick off its first event with a bang. Then, in our next matchup, we see Mike Calypto take on Ray Vega in a match that is sure to get the crowd started here tonight. Because you know what, let's face it, Mike Calypto is the best wrestler in the world. But will his best wrestler in the world gimmick defeat Ray Vega here tonight? We'll see as the fallen angel Ray Vega takes on the new heir to Carnage Crew Wrestling, Mike Calypto. Give up on the evil impression they said Mike Calypto. He said, anyway, I can just do matches and I'll do perfectly fine because nobody needs their stupid communities. And that's what we heard from Mike Calypto, punk goth, neo-noth, extreme, as he looks to come out and defeat Ray Vega in a match tonight. Who will we see win the Luchadors Championship of the World, the Demexis Special? That's as special as champion, and Demex as Carnage Crew Luchador. We asked them why they named it the Demex Championship. They said because it looked dynamic. And it would take off in the e-wrestling luchador world. Oh, this one is touching. Everybody has come to have a good time, and that's why Austin Smith and Luke Cross are going in an Iron Man match here tonight. Are you ready for the biggest VWF experience that you have ever faced? And that is a VWF Super Dome event. Hogan Taylor will take on Havoc Romero in a WWCA Super Heavyweight Championship. That's not to be confused with Super Heavyweight, the weight class. That's super in divisional. But oh yeah, back to the match. This match seems to be an historic one. Wow, I can't believe we're seeing this. It's Hogan Taylor and Havoc Romero going off in a match that seems to have everyone talking about the historic point of this match, and that is Hogan Taylor, formerly a part of the Fab Five. He went up against plenty of greats in the sport. He also went up against Don McGain, who you will no longer see in VWF as he is injured. From that match against the other guy he went up against. Sad story that is. Hogan Taylor wanted to say this: I like the guy, and I think that his accident is a horrible occurrence. But we gotta get over Don McGain because Hogan Taylor has come to play. And that was Hogan Taylor. He will be going up against Havoc Romero here tonight. And in our main event, we see on New Alliance Pro Wrestling Raiders of Wrestling 3 a 6-man elimination and not a cell but a chamber. Click, click. Guess what? The chamber is now here, and we got it in our factory, and we're gonna make it big. because there's nothing you can do about seeing this great action if you're planning on tuning in tonight. We are only 30 minutes away from the event. We are in Green Bay, Wisconsin tonight. And we can't wait to see this main event match. Chris Stinger, Mike Harton, Spawn, Noah Williams, Gunn, and Sinister will all compete in the Elimination Chamber tonight. One for being a VWF addict. Two for being a VWF addict. Three for being a VWF addict. Four for being a VWF champion. Five for being a VWF pro wrestler. Number six for being a Havoc Romero fan. And number 7 for not wanting to be like Mike the Medium, because I'm telling you, life is sweet over here. We got the ultimate setup coming up. Check out Codename Remedy in the documentation, and you may get experience like no other one has ever wanted. Even wanted, that is. let's see some of the news stories that happened a couple months before the event here tonight. Mesa Quest came out to address her match last week, riding on the heels of a big win. Brittany Williams interrupted, possibly to redeem herself from his loss, stating that they're not through yet and that her opponent won't get lucky next time. Mesa Quest won the WCF Women's Championship April in week 4. Hiro Suzuki took the USA. J Times and Juan Loke seem to be going through some problems. Then Mesa Quest took the Aspire Grand Prix Championship. That's the women's Aspire Grand Prix Championship. Desi Vega and Jade Lennox seem to be going through some issues there. And we see all of the latest news. But in 20 minutes, you will see New Alliance Pro Wrestling present Raiders of Wrestling 3. Thank you for tuning in. In order to watch the show, you must go back to Facebook and click on the next banner that appears on Michael Officione's page.